My first guest is one of the most popular young actors in the business. He can be seen every week on the hit series Beverly Hills 90210. When are these kids going to graduate? He also makes his directorial debut. He's a director now with this Wednesday's episode of the show. Please welcome Jason Priestley. Kind of a bear thing, kind of the...
Thank you. Sort of a bohemian thing I've been doing.
You look like the amazing Jason.
Thank you.
Look how you're doing magic on the side.
I am. Well, me and Ravine have got a little thing going on. He hypnotizes people, and I do a little magic show.
I remember high school kids with beards when I was in school.
What? You know, it's funny. They don't allow us to have any facial hair on the show, but when I graduated high school, I had a goatee, and I had...
Did you have a goatee?
I had sideburns and a goatee.
Oh, yeah, you were 28 when you graduated high school. That's why, but you know... Now you look like you got a little bit of sun. Were you at Sunfest also?
Got a little sun. No, I wasn't. I wasn't at the Sunfest. I was actually I was down in Antigua for a few days.
Antigua? Now where is that? Is that one of those tropical places?
It's a tropical place down in the West Indies. Sort of. I guess the closest big place is Venezuela. It's off the coast of Venezuela.
Yeah. So what do? You like to just sit in the sun and?
Well, you know, given the goatee, I sort of sat on the beach and read a little poetry, a couple Jack Kerouac, Allen Ginsberg novels. You know.
Yeah, is that what you do? But
yeah,
but
well,
see,
that
they
went
didn't
over
go to
well.
those places.
Huh?
But they did it on the road. They would have done that in Greenwich Village.
No, they did it in Morocco. They went to like.
Okay, so you just sat there and grew a beard for a week.
Grew a beard for a week and came back and
now who do you go with? Do you go by yourself? Do you go with a girlfriend?
No, it was my girlfriend.
Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty neat. Yeah. And of course, I'm sure not a chauffeur. Excuse me, what do you call it? No,
I take my chauffeur with me everywhere.
What do you call it? Chaperone. Thank you very much. That was a good show, High Chaperone, wasn't that, Barbara Stanton? And of course, the chaperone made sure that everything was... Being high school kids, you can't just go crazy.
High school kids, after all. Yeah. Can't go crazy.
Well, you got a little bit of tan, but I was expecting...
A little bit, but you know, you got...
You see, we Mediterranean peoples naturally
yeah, well, you know.
But that's like a week of sitting in the sun?
That's it. Well, you know, for 10 months a year, I'm in a studio every day. So, you know, I got to take it easy when I get out there. You know,
you don't want to burn too much.
I'm a white guy. What can I tell you?
The last time he was talking about seeing Tom Jones. But you go to Vegas a lot, don't you? You're like a big Vegas guy.
You see, I haven't been to Vegas in a while. Last time I was in Vegas, I was at the blackjack table. And I'm playing blackjack, and you know, I'm playing pretty
big dough.
Well, not huge dough, but you know, fair bets. And so I just doubled down, which means, you know, I just doubled my bet. And this woman came up to me and said, "God, my God, you Jason Priestley, I gotta have your autograph. You gotta give me your autograph for my daughter." And I said, well, you know, I'm kind of busy right now. Could you wait a minute until I play this hand? And the turn in her was amazing. She screamed profanities and called me all kinds of names we can't say because this is a family show and I am a high school student.
Now, really, I mean, don't people? I mean, she didn't just sort of wait for a minute.
No, she didn't. She didn't, and then she, you know, she took off in a huff, and then her husband came over later, and he smelled like the Seagram's brewery, and he apologized for her.
Well, that was nice. Well, yeah, well, there you go. Now, is that a problem? You must get recognized. Like when you go to where Antigua, is that where you were?
Antigua. No, Antigua actually is funny because they don't have any real television stations there. So you know what happens there is you turn on the TV and all the everything they get is pirated off of satellite. So they have one guy with a big satellite dish who pirates everything and he sends it to everybody on the island. So you know you'd be sitting there and you're watching Raging Bull. You know, and all of a sudden it goes fuzzy and, you know, it comes on Sesame Street, you know, and it's, so it's sort of disorienting.
So you don't get recognized in those kind of places?
No, really, there was no recognition there, which was nice.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. So when you travel around the world, is your show only shown here, or is it shown in other countries?
No, it's shown all over the world. I think we're in 140 countries now. And it's it's pretty successful in all those countries.
Oh, yeah.
I went to Ireland last Christmas thinking, Ireland. It's a nice little quiet island, you know, people probably don't watch too much TV. I could probably get have a good time there. Little did I know 90210 is the most popular show in Ireland. And,
is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, so I was in Killarney. I mean these wonderful little Irish villages, you know, that are very much as they have been for like the last 200, 300 years.
Right.
And, you know, the town butcher was chasing me down the street with a cleaver in one hand and an autograph book in the other.
Really, just a big fan of the program,
Big fan of the show. I mean, it was
Why was he
amazing.
chasing you with a cleaver? Did you know his daughter or something?
Well, no, I was there with my girlfriend.
Oh, your
Jay.
girlfriend again, huh? Oh, he didn't mean to cut your
He
head
didn't
off.
mean, no, he wanted my autograph. And
Oh, I
I'm
see.
Sure, if I didn't give it to him, then the cleaver would have come in handy then.
Yeah, you don't want to get him angry. All right, we'll find out. We'll talk a little bit more. I want to ask you about this is your big directing thing on this.
The directing thing, actually,
Directing
the show's on
Shannon
tomorrow
Doherty.
night,
I have to find out about this. Does she take direction? We'll find out right after this, ladies and gentlemen. We are talking with director and auteur.
This is going to cost me a
Priestley.
fortune, isn't it?
What is that?
This response every time is going to cost me.
It's great. Well, you're a big-time director now. I got to ask you about this. So is this the first thing you've directed, this 90210 episode?
The 90210 episode really is the first real thing I ever directed. I directed, you know, kids theater and stuff like
this
that
is the first
for
big
fun.
time.
This is the first real serious thing I've directed, yeah.
Okay, now, tell me about directing Shannon Doherty. Now, does she take direction well?
Well, Shannon takes direction from me pretty well. I've seen what she does to some other directors, and that's...
Yeah.
No, Shannon, you know, for all the things that get said and printed about Shannon...
Mr. Politics, go ahead. See you talk your way out of this. Go ahead, yeah.
All the things that get said and written about Shannon and her behavior on and off the set, when it comes time to really do the work and do the acting bit, she's professional and she steps
I
up
read
and
that
does
she
it.
missed the first, wasn't she in Mexico when you started?
Well, that was a problem.
So you really direct over the phone, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, she called in her performance like she does the rest of them.
Hey, but you know, ladies
I was
and gentlemen,
kidding. I was kidding.
it's
It was a joke. That was a
joke.
joke.
A Jason joke.
Comedy with a capital K.
Well,
don't
I
you
mean,
know?
obviously when you're friends with everybody in the cast and suddenly you're the director, is it like, oh man? I mean, did you get the respect immediately, or they just?
Well, I think I got lucky. I think most of the cast was actually all the cast. They gave me a hard time. Jenny pulled some practical jokes on me. You know, I was as a director, you're always going to be looking through the camera, and Jenny was getting you know, like lipstick and putting it around the eyepiece of the camera. So every time I went up there and stuck my eye in it, I'd pull it away, and you know, I'd have a big ring.
So
She did that, and she took some ink and actually I wear headsets as a director, so I can hear what the actors are saying when I'm a long way away. And she put ink in my head, so my ears were black one day.
So you're well respected as a director.
Well respected as a
The other actors take it pretty seriously. Now, is that, see, to me, all directing means is, oh, you got to stay after everybody else gets to go home. I mean, do you like, is it fun? Do you like it?
I really enjoyed it. You know, doing a show as long as we've been doing 90210, that you sort of, you can fall into a real monotony with it and find yourself getting bored and, you know, saying the same, spouting the same social conscience of America dialogue.
Were you in the
weekend.
episode you directed?
I was in the episode as well, yeah.
Now, how does that work? Is it like one of those cameras where you turn it on and then run in front of it and go like this? I mean, you know, how do you
Like when
direct
you're on
yourself?
vacation, you set the timer on the camera and
then
run
you go-
over to where you're supposed to be.
I mean, how do you know if you're any good?
Well, you really don't. You kind of get to see that in Vegas, or in Vegas.
In Vegas?
In Daly's, excuse me.
I see.
Excuse me. See a little Freudian slip there.
Yeah.
In Daly's, you kind of really see it at the end of the day.
So you want to do movies next? Is that it?
Well, I'm going to do a movie this year. You know, I did a film last year, Calendar Girl. It's going to be coming out in August now. And I'm doing a film this year called Tombstone with Kurt Russell and Val Kilmer and
Right. No.
cast of many.
I know it's rather than shave. You seem to want to pull each hair out individually there.
I do. Well,
Is that like a habit? You just pull it down all the
you
time?
know, I think it's going to make it grow faster.
Yeah.
Pull on it a little bit. It's
Now,
gonna
what does
come
your
in-
girlfriend think? Does she like that, or does it itch? See, I don't know many women that I mean, does she like that, or does she just think it's like...
I don't think she really minds it, Jay.
I mean, do you like dress up as like the sheriff of Nottingham and you play out these kind of things? I mean, do you get like peas and carrots in it and stuff? I mean, I never had a beard. I don't know.
You've had a beard.
I've never had a beard.
68, 69, you grew something.
No, I didn't have. I had long hair, but I just never had a beard because I eat pizza and stuff, and it just.
Right.
Hey, there's pizza there. Hey.
Well, you know, save it for
Does she
later.
like it or no?
I think she likes it. Yeah.
You ever ask her?
Yeah. No, not really.
So, what do you think she likes?
I think. Well, she hasn't complained.
Okay, so this is the episode this week, and it's the first one you've directed.
It's on tomorrow night, actually.
Oh, tomorrow. Okay. Yeah.
So it's a hard sell. Please watch it tomorrow night.
We'll check it out. Make his directorial debut.
Thank you.
All right, Jason Priestley. Jason, it's always good to see you.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you, Priestley. We're right back right after this.